Well, tonight, community leaders have called for calm and say many of those involved in gangs are young and need more guidance and understanding. Dickon Hooper reports.
Darrian Williams was another teenage victim in the spike of violence in Bristol, caught up in what was described in court as gang conflict. Witnesses said he was asked, "Are you 1-6?" before the stabbing. The 1-6 is an East Bristol gang associated with fish ponds, Hillfields and Albury Court, the prosecution said, and that they'd been in conflict with the 2-4s, a gang linked to St Paul's and St Jude's, with fatal consequences.
Ambulance, is the patient breathing?
A 999 call from the mother of Dante Davis, killed 3 years ago because of tensions between the gangs. Kieran Sawyers, a member of the 2-4s, was jailed for 9 years for manslaughter. This video was made by his gang. Police said Sawyers is in it, and you see them burn a green bandana, the symbol of the 1-6s. Two gangs, groups or factions, call them what you will, with a fatal history. At the Empire Fighting Chance, they mentor young people away from trouble. They know conflict often starts online before spilling onto the streets.
They'll make music. I think that's where some of it starts from, and they might call out a different area. They might call out a certain young person, and then it sort of builds up from there. They feel like if they're being called out by someone, then they have to retaliate. And then unfortunately, it doesn't just stay on social media when they see each other in person, and we're having younger and younger people being murdered on our streets.
Desmond Brown has spent a lifetime working with young people. He knows those from deprived backgrounds are also often being exploited by the gang culture.
A lot of these young people at primary school age were friends, and due to movements around the city and where they live, they've become involved in feuds with each other. I think some of these feuds date back to before they were born. When they talk about it being a war that adults and parents don't see, you know, boundaries that we cross every day to go about our daily business that they feel they can't. Travelling on a bus is a scary proposition.
Desmond put me in touch with someone on the fringes of a group a few years ago who now wants to leave the city.
I just work now and stay out of the way. I want to move out of Bristol. It is that bad. I feel like I won't achieve what I want because I feel like you can never leave that life because there are people who might want to target me.
We had young people actually signing up to be trafficked so they could get out of Bristol because of the fear of being stabbed in Bristol.
The solution, everyone says, is not just down to the police.
It's about authentic relationships. It's building the spaces and places and training people in sustained engagement with the young people around those authentic relationships, having authentic conversations, people they trust, they look up to, they respect.
Darrian wasn't part of any gang whose violence now affects the whole city. Dickon Hooper, BBC Points West.